I'm coming.
Darren's coming.
We just did it by ourselves today,
That's
baby.
right. I love your little shirt.
Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, 95.1 The Mountain. That's
Yes,
the radio station.
yes.
It's locally here where I live, and I love being on that with them, and they're absolutely great. And also, we have the app now. So you can listen to us anywhere, anytime.
Yes, I downloaded that.
It's a classic rock station. It's really good music. I listen to it here, and we have another radio station here in the state in our area anyway. It's 106.9 out of Birmingham. That was the only one that we could pick up with the classic rock here in our area. Anyway, we have 95.1 The Mountain now, and they're great. But yeah, you can download our app and listen to our morning show. Where Monday through Friday, it's the Mountain Mornings with G, JP, and myself. And the show's from 6 to 10, but I get there about 8:15, and I do the last couple hours with them. I'm not getting up at 3 in the morning. But anyway, check us out at 95.1 The Mountain. Give them a little shout out there. Also, we're about to run right into this, but I found out the other day, we didn't even do our intro.
No, we didn't.
I'm Darren, I'm aka Southern Mama.
And I'm Red Squirrel, and we're here to bring you wild
and funny news. Outside of that, so my neighbor came up the other day and she said, try this. And I was like, okay, as she's putting it up in my face. With the straw.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, girlfriend. And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I only had a couple of them. I'm not going to say which neighbor, but she was having fun. I love you so much. And, but now they're great. And I tried it and oh my God, it was really good. And this is what it was. It was peach crown and it was lemonade and Sprite. Now I've had the Crown and Sprite. I like to drink Crown and ginger ale now, like Tony was telling us today.
Yeah, I want to try that. I love ginger ale.
Yeah, Commissioner Hanks throwed me on to it because it's not as sweet.
I love some ginger ale.
It's not as sweet, but it's really good. But look, I tried.
I don't want a lot, just a little blackberry, which you cannot find in the Crown Royal. It is. That's good. It is. The Crown Royal Blackberry and Lemonade is supposed to be good. But you can't find it anywhere. You can't find it, but you can find the peach.
It's the peach crown, just a little bit of Sprite, she said.
This is a cooking show also, or a drink ingredient.
Okay. And then she said she mixed lemonade with it.
Lemonade.
And it was really good. I'm hoping it's going to be good.
I'm going to have to read them what my glass says. I love you for your personality, but that is a really nice.
You want me to read it to you for you?
Yeah.
What's your glasses? I love your personality, but that cock is a really nice bonus.
That cock.
Little rooster. Because I have chickens. That's why they got it for me, because that's what they're talking about is chickens.
Sure.
And mine says, dogs and wine make everything fine. And it's got my dog's names. Caliber, Woodstock, and Tater Tot. I love it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
That is so good.
Oh, that's good.
That is really good.
That's good on the palate. Oh, that's good. That's
Shimmer,
dangerous.
shimmer
And I put a good little chunk of
that is good.
I like it. You sure you just don't want to like it on the inside?
My
Let me take it away
gosh.
from you now because you only listen to it.
All
All right, so what you got?
All right, but look, before we do that, Jacksonville shows this weekend.
Jacksonville shows are this weekend. Come down. We're going to leave. I know we're not trying to be day specific on these anymore, but today, right now, we're filming. It's Tuesday, and we're going to be leaving tomorrow, Wednesday. We're down there. We got a show Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. One Thursday, 2 Friday, and 2 Saturday.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a good time. So Jacksonville, Florida, get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Sales are flying up.
Yeah, they are.
So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, my story. Hot dog eating champion, old Joey Chestnut, banned from Nathan's contest for representing a vegan meat brand.
What?
Oh, Joey Chestnut. Y'all probably all seen him. He has won the annual hot dog eating contest 16 times.
Oh, wow.
Kind of famous.
Loves him some meat.
You know, they do this, July 4th. It's the annual July 4th Nathan's hot dog eating contest right there at Coney Island. Yeah. Over the years, competitive eater Joey Chestnut has won Nathan's hot dog eating contest 16 times. And the rules for the hot dog eating contest are simple. The contestant who eats the most hot dogs in 10 minutes without barfing wins. Here's a picture of him. Okay? He's sweating. He's downing them. And you are not going to believe how many he can eat in 10 minutes. The last time he won, he ate 62 hot dogs.
That boy can throw down some meat.
62. That's bun and hot dog. And they give you, something to drink. 62 in 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Holy shit. 62 hot dogs.
Take that in for a minute.
10 hot dogs is probably like, what's it? Let me see. 10 hot dogs right here, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So roughly about 10 hot dogs.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. You said 6?
62. That takes a minute, okay?
That's a lot of wiener.
All right.
That boy can throw it down.
It's the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and it's Nathan's hot dogs. Well, guess what? Guess what?
What?
He, this vegan hot dog company offered him $1.2 million last year for a 4-year contract to appear at the annual competition. And they were devastated that hang on. Chestnut struck a deal with Impossible Foods, which recently released a plant-based Frankfurter alternative. And it was $1.2 million. He couldn't turn it down. They were devastated. Nathan's was devastated that he was working with that brand.
What's going on?
They banned him from the...
Who's banned him?
Nathan's is banned him.
So let me get this straight.
Because he is going with a vegan hot dog.
So he can't even be in the competition now because his sponsor is a vegan. What the fuck? Sorry. I mean, that's stupid. He's still throwing down.
He chose to represent a rival brand that sells plant-based hot dogs.
I don't get that. That's not fair. I mean, because if he wants to go to another hot dog eating competition and say, "Hey, I'm ready to eat," so even if it's not vegan, if it's meat, whatever, he's down to do it. They just don't. No, what the problem is, they don't, because he can throw down the meat. They're scared of him. He's competition. So somebody that's what they need to do is to be investigate someone making the decisions over there, because somebody's jealous of him. Because this boy can eat down more wiener than anybody that I know, and that's what it is. It's competition. They don't want him to come back. This is just something they use to keep everybody apart. That's bullshit. But dude, I took the $1.2 million too, son.
Says Joey Chestnut is an American hero. We would love nothing more than to have him at the Nathan's famous International Hot Dog Eating Contest. We hope he returns when he is not representing a rival brand.
Bunch of pussies.
Rival brand.
I love meat. God knows I do. You know.
Yeah. I love the
Give it
wieners.
to me. I love steak, and I love a red meat, and I love meat. But I mean, if it's a hot dog, to me, a hot dog's a hot dog's a hot dog. I mean, they're putting so much shit in a hot dog anyway. Most of it's not even meat anyway. It's just probably plants and hooves and fingernails, and I mean, what they're telling what all that. They got beef. That's the thing. Hot dogs ain't even pork anymore. It's hard to find pork hot dogs. There's beef and chicken and turkeys and ducks and all kind of shit. Them got them down. You know, and it.
Hey,
now they're jealous because is it Nathan?
Yeah.
Nathan.
No.
Whatever.
It's Joey.
All right, we're just gonna be the longest podcast ever. We got to move on. We're just switching gears here. Got a lot of shark attacks down in the Gulf. Now this is probably old news to a lot of you, but if you've been living under a rock, it got crazy Friday in the Gulf Coast there in Florida. 3 different shark attacks. Technically 4 in the USA. There was another lady that was bitten in Hawaii. There was another shark attack. Yep, it was a 25-year-old that was attacked out there. But the latest 2 attacks on the 2 beaches there left 3 people injured in the span of just 1.5 hours, which was really rare at what time it happened because it happened in the middle of the day. Normally they warn people of being out of the waters because in the mornings and the evenings dusk, because that's when the sharks normally typically feed anyway. Well, these guys were hungry in the middle of the day, and the first victim was a 45-year-old woman. She was swimming just past the first sandbar of the beach in Water Sound with her husband when the shark attacked, and it took part of her arm completely off. So like mid-arm off, totally gone. And then it bit her midsection. It actually hit a main artery, and all of the victims are alive. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And so she left part of her left arm amputated and suffered significant trauma to her midsection. Water Sound is in the Gulf Coast around 120 miles west of Tallahassee. Now, we know exactly where that's at, but if you don't, now you do. 2 15 and 17-year-old girls were attacked less than 4 miles up the coast in Fort Walton. As they swam in waist-deep water with a group of friends, one girl sustained significant injuries to her hand and leg, which we now have found out she actually has lost between her knee and her hip. They had to, right there in the middle, they had to cut that, and from that leg down now is gone. And she did lose her hand as well. Took that right off. And then one girl sustained injuries, minor injuries, flesh wounds to her foot. She too was bitten. A third attack occurred the same day. A 25-year-old woman was taken to the trauma hospital in serious condition after a shark attack near the Hawaiian island of Oahu.
See, I hadn't heard about that one.
Yeah, so it's pretty incredible. And, you know, I mean, statistically right now the numbers haven't gone through the roof, but
have you seen all the video of like all the
Yeah,
sharks? I mean, there's a lot of sharks.
Look, I'm not a marine biologist, and I love how everyone assumes that they are in the comments, but we're not.
Yeah.
And then there's not a lot of, but what they're saying is so far the numbers are right along where they should be. Yes, it was an anomaly that was very rare. They haven't had anything like this happen in the Gulf Coast since 2005. It's almost been a decade since someone was killed from a shark attack out there. But it happens out there. In fact, the 5-year average of 63 attacks has now been bumped up, confirmed now 69 unprovoked bites worldwide last year. So with 10 deaths, unprovoked shark attacks with 10 deaths. So we're on track for that. But of course, that number jumped up a notch that day. A lot of things taking effect. So this time every year, the same thing happens. Yes, water temperatures are a little high this year, but everything's pretty normal. Bait fish are coming up, and bait fish swim from sandbar to sandbar, and they are having babies. They're spawning, and bait fish are exactly what you think of. They're fish, and they're bait for the sharks. Sharks eat them. So that's why the sharks are up there. This time of year, they come closer to sharks, so do the sharks. Second of all, the sharks are having babies. They're having pups. They call them pups. They're having babies, and they'll come to the shallow waters, have the babies. The babies in turn go after the bait fish. You get where we're going here. And also this year, another reason the sharks are coming in is we have orcas in the Gulf of Mexico. In the Gulf of Mexico right now, several fishing boats have seen several pods of orcas in the Gulf of Mexico. People say that the killer whales, formerly known as killer whales, don't exist out there. Yes, the hell they do. They can go anywhere they want to.
Right,
So orcas are out there.
right.
And I don't know if you know this or not. I'm not a marine biologist, but they say that obviously sharks and orcas don't get along that well. In fact, they're a food source for orcas,
Right.
and for some reason, the orcas will specifically target the shark's liver to eat. Yep. Now, if you didn't know, now you know. Yep.
Tender.
Now you know.
Now you know. The
Now you know. The more you know. So be careful out there. All four ladies rather now still alive with us, still doing well, stable condition. Hopefully they'll make it through. But I do want to note one thing. It was incredible seeing the video. There was one video the lady took from her condo. Hush, boys. It's that rooster. He pecks the window when he's not playing. He's pecking the window. And anyway. And it was amazing to see the people that was so. I think we should note too that on several of the attacks there were some emergency personnel that was already there.
2 doctors.
They were vacationing. Yeah, there's 2 doctors and some of their nurse staff was with them, and they were able to provide aid to the woman that was severely injured that lost her arm and sustained the midsection bite there. Well, that was the girl. That was the girl.
Oh,
well,
okay.
she too had some emergency personnel, but either way. It was really cool hearing the stories from these people are they're on vacation.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got one doctor having to sit on her to stop the bleeding from a main artery, another one stopping the blood from squirting out from what had to be a horror scene, another one making a tourniquet. I mean, if it wouldn't have been for these doctors and these
what about
professionals,
the one guy that went out in the water and grabbed the girl? I mean, like
that's another thing. I mean, like you're out there and you're seeing that going on.
People are good.
Yeah, they
People
are.
are
I mean,
good.
you don't know if that's your worst enemy, if that's a perfect stranger or someone you love, but they were all going out there to the water to help provide assistance to their fellow man, and it was
I
just
believe that people are
amazing.
genuinely good.
Yeah, well, and we had that conversation before we started filming. You know, you asked if I'd come out there and help you, and I got to be honest. I think it would depend on the situation. I don't know. I mean,
Squirrel out there.
That's a lot of blood in the water.
You'd be like, yeah.
I would go help you, girl.
She's old. She'll be fine.
I wouldn't.
She led a good life.
I think it would depend on the situation.
She led a good life.
If it was you out there, I think if anybody I love, I think I'd go out there and provide it. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I get out,
but these people helped a total stranger.
Look, if I'm treading water waist deep and I'm running to you, and you go under, and you kind of stay under for a bit, I don't know. I mean, I might be like, what's her name in Scary Movie 2 in the basement? You know, like, it's nice knowing you, girl. You know,
see you later. Yeah,
you had a good long
that would
life.
be
I'd be running out there, and be like,
they'd be like, the shores are eating good tonight.
I love you, girl. I'm always gonna think. Nobody's gonna remember you.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be tough. I think your natural instinct would be to go out there and help.
I would go help you. I'm just saying, like, if you went under the water for a significant amount of time, it might be a bit redundant, right, to go out there and help. We love you. I'm Darren out of Case of the Mama.